The divine code of wealth is essentially an expression of the spiritual law that Florence Scovel Shinn clearly explained in her teachings, that whatever appears in life is the result of a person's thoughts, words, and beliefs, because the universe is a living system that responds directly to spoken words and felt states. And when a person shifts their thinking from lack to abundance and gratitude, wealth, opportunities, and blessings begin to flow toward them naturally. According to Florence, money is not something bad, but rather a spiritual instrument through which divine abundance is expressed in the world. And when a person views money not with fear, greed, or scarcity, but with faith, calmness, and gratitude, money becomes their ally. The first principle of this divine code is that whatever you speak becomes your command. So when you say, "Money is difficult for me," you are in fact commanding the universe to create difficulty. And when you say, "Money comes to me easily," you open the path through which provision begins to flow without obstruction. Florence Scovel Shinn teaches that a person's real work is not struggle, but faith and acceptance, because whatever is yours according to divine law must reach you, and your only responsibility is to keep your heart and speech aligned with that truth. The divine code of wealth also teaches that gratitude is a power that can open even closed doors, and when you give thanks in advance for wealth that is not yet visible, you are allowing it to enter your life. As Florence states, that gratitude is the great law of increase, meaning whatever you accept with gratitude returns multiplied. Another deep aspect of this code is that a person should not carry impatience or restlessness within, because waiting and tension are signs of a lack of trust in the universe, whereas faith means living peacefully as if everything has already been resolved. According to Florence Scovel Shinn, when a person hands their problem over to God and says, "I release this burden and trust the divine order," that is the very moment when help appears through unexpected channels. The divine code of wealth also reveals that there is a complete and perfect plan of provision for every individual, and no one else can take what is meant for you, which is why releasing jealousy, competition, and fear, and walking your own path in peace is the true key to success. For when you feel happy for the wealth of others, you make space for your own wealth, and when you feel envy toward another's success, you block your own path. Florence also clarifies that speech is not merely a collection of words, but a transfer of power, which is why affirmations are not just spoken, but felt. And when you say, "I am divinely supplied and all my needs are met," and truly feel it, your vibration rises to the level where wealth is already waiting for you. The divine code of wealth also teaches the law of giving and receiving, that when you give joyfully, whether time, prayer, help, or money, you send the message to the universe that there is no lack in your life, and the universe always gives more to the one who already feels full. Florence Scovel Shinn also emphasizes that no work in life should be done under compulsion, because compulsion blocks energy, whereas work done with joy and enthusiasm accelerates provision. The divine code of wealth further teaches that you should never use words of complaint, curses, or ingratitude, because such words cut off the flow of money, while prayer, gratitude, and faith smooth that flow. According to Florence, when you declare, "Every obstacle is being removed from my path," you are allowing the divine power that is already prepared to help you to go into action. Another profound truth of this script is that wealth is not merely a bank balance, but a combination of inner peace, health, relationships, and opportunities. And when a person acknowledges abundance in every area of life, money naturally appears as a result of that abundance. Florence Scovel Shinn also teaches that whatever you allow yourself to receive is what enters your life. So if you do not consider yourself worthy, you keep wealth at a distance, and when you recognize your own value, wealth automatically turns toward you. The divine code of wealth also teaches that after asking in prayer, one must learn to let go, because clinging and repeatedly questioning is a sign of fear rather than faith, while faith means living calmly, knowing that the right thing will arrive at the right time. And in Florence's words, what is divine is never late, but appears at the exact perfect moment. When a person accepts this truth, anxiety leaves their life. The divine code of wealth is ultimately a reminder that you were not born for poverty, but are an heir to abundance. And when you align your thinking with this inheritance, the doors of life begin to open one by one. Sudden help, new opportunities, unexpected money, better decisions, and inner peace all become part of your life. And all of this happens without struggle because you have learned to flow with divine law. Florence Scovel Shinn's teachings also remind us that life is not a battle, but a game. And when you understand the rules of this game, winning is no longer difficult. And the divine code of wealth is the name of this understanding, where a person releases fear and chooses faith, abandons complaint and embraces gratitude, and moves forward with trust instead of force. And when this inner shift occurs, the outer world begins to transform accordingly, which is why whenever you read or listen to this script, you should not stop at the words alone, but feel the power hidden behind them, because the moment you begin to feel it is the moment the divine code of wealth activates in your life and reconnects you with your true spiritual abundance.